the more you help yourself, the more other people will help you. See, when I was an alcoholic, I didn't even help myself much. And so I only got a little bit of help from others. The more I learned to help myself by breaking my addictions, the more help from so-called others I got. Because I've always got help from the outer reality, but it was limited based on my vibration. See, the more I learned to help myself, the more help I got from others. And so you have a lot of people out here who want help, but they don't help themselves. I see it all the time, right? People out here smoking a bunch of cigarettes. They don't care about their own health, right? Addicted to drugs and alcohol, right? Low self-esteem, negativity, emotionally unstable, right? Addicted to a bunch of low frequency beliefs, an unwillingness to grow, and then they complain about nobody helps them when they don't help themselves, right? See, we live in a multi-dimensional, multi-frequential hall of mirrors. So if you don't care about your own health, you can't be surprised when the outer reality mirrors that, right? When you don't love yourself, your complete self, then the outer reality will mirror that, right? And I'm talking from experience. So we have to understand, because there's a lot of complaining about how the outer reality doesn't care about people. But see, if you don't care about yourself and you don't make healthy choices for yourself, your small self, then the outer reality isn't going to give a fuck about your health either, right? Because people complain and play victims when they don't love themselves, and it's apparent in their choices, right? See, when you love yourself, you do whatever it takes to make good choices, right? Based on the way you eat, right? I see people eating garbage constantly, right? That shows you don't care about your health, right? When you refuse to break all your addictions, that's lack of love for yourself. Because if you truly love yourself, you want the best for yourself. Just like a parent that loves his child wants the best for that child and would do whatever it takes. But people that don't love themselves, right? They don't make good choices for themselves. And it's apparent in their attitude, the way they carry themselves, the way they talk to themselves, right? Their belief or lack of belief in themselves, their low confidence, their attachment to gossip and all these low frequency behaviors, right? It's all self-hatred. Their lack of authenticity, people that always try to pretend like they're just all love and light 24/7, right? They abandon their dark side because they have trauma. That's all lack of self-love. So if you don't help yourself, then the outer reality won't help you much. I've always helped myself to an extent, right? I've always worked, right? Slaved. I've always slaved, right? So I've always gotten a certain amount of help that I'm grateful for, extremely grateful for. And I still get help from the so-called others. Everybody's me, so from a higher perspective, of course, nobody's helping me because it's just me helping myself. And see, the more you raise your frequency, the more your outer reality will reflect that. But a lot of people, they don't make the choices necessary to raise their frequency. They're attached to these low frequency religions, right, and that they won't detach from, and then their outer reality reflects that, and then they claim victimhood, right? They're attached to all these low frequency addictions, and they claim victimhood, right? All these terrible health choices, all these negative ways of thinking, limited beliefs, ideologies, attachment to the ego, right? Inability to grow, to learn, and then they claim victimhood. But see, if you're unwilling to grow, if you're unwilling to care about your health, to give yourself the best, then the world is not going to give you the best. See, you give yourself the best and then the world mirrors it. That's what I had to learn. And I'm talking from a person that had the worst, right? The worst habits. And this is what I've learned. Because we're creators. We are the creator. And so we need to let go of blaming, right? And I'm not saying people haven't been victimized at extremely high levels. But see, we can't sit around waiting for the outer reality to save us. Because if you haven't noticed, right, the more people wait around to sit for somebody to save them, the worse the world gets, right? Waiting for a good president to get elected that's going to save you, you get a horrible president, right? That doesn't give a fuck about you, right? So we don't want to sit around waiting for somebody to save us. We'll be in year 5,000, right? We'll be in year 5,000, the aliens will have landed, right? And we'll still be out here waiting for somebody to save us. We need to understand we are the creators. We are God. And so we need to detach from whatever is holding us back and stop waiting for somebody to save us. Because the more we wait around for somebody to save us, the darker the world gets, the more apathetic the world gets. It starts with you. Again, we live in a multi-dimensional, multi-frequential hall of mirrors. It starts with you. Nobody's going to break your trauma for you. Right? Nobody's going to overcome your addictions for you. Nobody is going to change you. You have to change. You have to heal yourself. The government isn't going to heal you. It's not going to break your addictions. It's not going to magically, right, do. I guess that's time for me to shut the fuck up. All right, much love. Peace out.